guys, so it is really cold in my room, so I lit candles because that's really gonna help warm me up, and also now it's romantic. I did it for you. So a lot of you know that I have a P.O. box because you guys send me awesome stuff, and one thing that I got several months ago was this book, 1001 Stupid Questions Atheists Ask Christians. And I've been wanting to do a video going through this for a long time, and I just haven't gotten to it. There's so many things in here, and I think that they're hilarious, but I have to read you the back first to put the whole thing into context. Finally, it says, a tool to debate atheists. More of a debate primer than a literary work of scholarship. Glad we got that cleared up. This book gets into the mind of the atheist by revealing the absurdity of the faulty logic and tactics in their attack on Christianity. With this book, Christians now have the ammunition to defend faith with a secret preview of the arguments that compromise the outlandish philosophy of atheism. A secret preview, huh? So this is literally questions. There's no answer for any of them. It's just a question. Let's flip through this. Random page, random point. Here we go. If there was no such thing as science, wouldn't Christians still believe the earth was flat? This is insinuating that Christians don't think science is a thing, which is ridiculous. I mean, yeah, evolution or aspects of evolution can be, you know, a hot point for them, but I don't think that science in general is something that they just don't believe in. Don't want to hear about any of that science. The only even tiny part of this that I can imagine an atheist saying would be that if the Bible does contain a part of it that says the earth is flat, wouldn't that then call into question the validity of the rest of the Bible, which is a valid question. Marking that one off. Random page, random question. Oh my god. This can't be real. Like, you guys are like gonna doubt, oh man, it's so blown out you can't even see it. You're gonna doubt that some of this stuff is even really in here. This says, if the Christian God created people in his own image, what about black people? Dude, I'm not kidding. It really says that. I'm gonna actually get up and focus on this book. Can you see it? There it is. I know that I got my light on. It's there. I'm not full of shit. See, like I told you, some of this stuff is just so ridiculous. What about white people? If we're going by the standards of Jesus, he was Middle Eastern. And I don't think we've really officially assigned an ethnicity or skin color to God, so... Oh my god, this is so funny that I landed on this. This one right here says, was Jesus white? Just answer that. No. And again, these are supposed to be questions that atheists ask Christians. They would never ask that. If Christians literally have seen the Christian God, how come it never happens at a dinner party or in front of the crowd at the Super Bowl? If Christians have literally seen the Christian God, they haven't. So why is the birth of man more a miracle than the birth of an octopus? Neither one of them are miracles. They are facts of life. They occur naturally. No supernatural element is required for a sperm to meet an egg and come out of a vagina. That's just something that happens every day. No atheist would ask any of this shit. Why do 93% of all self-proclaimed religious people share the same religion as their parents? I don't know where they're getting that statistic or if it's actually true, but let's just go off of saying it's true. Probably because that's how they were raised. Why would we worship the invisible Christian magic god who has killed and tortured many of his own children? That's actually the first question I think I've come across that I can see being a legit question that an atheist would actually ask. Why would you worship a murderous asshole? Why does a Christian God care about what two consenting adults do in the bedroom? Another good question, and another one that actually probably would be asked by atheists. So out of all of these so far, I've gotten two that are legit questions. And as far as the actual question goes, you would think with all the horrible shit going on in the world, two people having sex wouldn't be at the top of the priority list, but for some reason, in a lot of religions, it is. How do you tell a 7-year-old that Santa is fake but Noah is real? Well, first of all, if you've already raised a child to the age of 7 to believe in Santa, they probably are going to for a little while longer. So why would you tell them that Santa Claus is fake? That's normally something that friends do anyways. But to seriously answer this question, I'm sure that there are a lot of people that tell their kids that Santa Claus is not real, but then encourage them to believe in whatever religion, and I do think that that's kind of funny. Why do so many Christian men view online porn? Probably because they're men and they are horny and people like to watch porn. Oh my god, I love this one. Why does a Christian God work in mysterious ways? The answer to that is because it's a convenient answer to give when you don't have one. None of this makes sense. It's okay. Mysterious ways. Why does the Bible not mention anything about the enormous size of the cosmos? Probably because the people who wrote it at the time were not aware of the enormous size of the cosmos. Okay, so there are 4 questions right here on angels, and they're all hilarious. First one says, when someone dies, do they become an angel? Again, I'm going to remind you one more time, keep in mind, this is supposed to be a book of 1,001 questions atheists ask Christians. So I don't really ever see an atheist being like, Christian, when someone dies, do they become an angel? Because we don't believe in heaven, we don't believe in angels, so we would never ask that question. Next one, do angels have personalities? Again, wouldn't ask. That's like some crazy person on the street being like, I saw a leprechaun, and me being like, ooh, did he have a rainbow? You don't follow an absurd claim with a question that would ask for more details, because that would be assuming that the claim was real, which we don't. How are angels created? Again, wouldn't ask that. Were angels already created before Adam and Eve were conjured up? I like that they used conjured. I mean, technically, if you are going off of the Bible, angels were apparently around before, because isn't the devil a fallen angel, right? So there had to be an angel for him to fall, and then the snake. So according to Christianity, yes. According to real life, no. Whose prayers does the Christian God answer? None, because he doesn't exist. Is the Christian God always watching over you? No, because he doesn't exist. Why did the Christian God make humans walk on land instead of fly or swim with gills? Like, this is another one of those ones where I feel like I need to show you to make you believe that this is actually written in this stupid book. Humans walk on land because we evolved to walk on land. Birds fly because they evolved to fly. Animals that swim with gills do so because that is how they evolved. There's no religious answer or explanation. Why is the story of the Bible any truer than the story of the Lord of the Rings? It's not. Sorry. How did the animals exercise on the ark? Are you kidding me? There was no ark? Probably that's the answer. There was no ark, there were no animals on an ark. That whole story is clearly ridiculous. If every human on Earth died, would the Christian God continue to keep Saturn orbiting the sun? How arrogant would you be to think that if there were no humans, if I'm not here, what's the point of anything existing? Again, a lot of religious people tend to think that everything is about them. You know, God has a personal relationship with them. He wants to know them. He sent his son to die for them. He created everything around us for them. So this type of mentality kind of, you know, I understand where this question would come from, but an atheist, again, would not ever ask that. Why do right-wing Christians profess to want a nation based on Christian values, but then not want to help the poor and misfortunate? That's actually a legit question. That is something that I probably asked before. You know, if you talk about Christian values and the teachings of Jesus and stuff, he did talk about giving up your riches to the poor. So, you know, that makes sense. If the real Jesus Christ were alive today, could he die one more time on the cross? I mean, I guess if Jesus were a real person that people write about and not supernatural, no. But if he were actually the Son of God and that whole thing was true, then I'm sure that he could die a couple more times and be just fine. I mean, cats have 9 lives. I don't know how many Jesus has, but he's doing okay so far. The next question's even better. If the real Jesus Christ were alive today, could he die another 50 times on the cross? Or can he not die anymore? That is literally what it says. I mean, this sounds like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? How many crucifixions does it take to actually kill Jesus? If you know, comment in the comment section below. Does the Christian God wear underwear? Good question. That is something that I hear all of my atheist friends asking all of the time when we ponder theology, when we discuss religion, when we debate. God's underwear, top of the list. Would Jesus support driving a Ferrari? Absolutely not. He talked about giving up his riches to the poor. No one would ask this. And sorry, Ty Lopez, if that offends you. Jesus does not support your Ferrari in your garage. Did Neanderthals go to heaven? Is the Bible true just because many people believe in it? No. Okay, so I've been reading a lot of these questions. I'm going to end it with an interesting one. In Sweden, the majority of residents are non-believers. If a Swedish exchange student in America answers the door to find a Mormon, Scientologist, and Christian evangelist who are trying to convert the Swede, which story should the student believe and why? This is hilarious. Could you imagine, like, somebody who grew up secular having 3 different people like that at their door being like, believe my Jesus, believe my alien, believe my bullshit? They'd just be like, I think they'd get a good laugh. I don't think they should believe anyone because they're all equally ridiculous. But anyways, that's this book. 1001 Stupid Questions Atheists Ask Christians. I mean, like, I barely, I mean, I crossed off the ones that I read, like, I barely touched any of these. So there's a lot of them. Some of them aren't even really questions, and most of them are not things that anyone would actually legitimately ask out of, you know, wonder. So I could do another one of these videos easily, because there's a lot of material here and a lot of funny stuff. I know I've read some funny ones earlier that I didn't happen to land on this time. But if you want me to do other videos like this, comment in the section below. Let me know what you guys think, and if you want me to do another one, like this video if you liked it, share it everywhere. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Follow all of my social media. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!